G'day and welcome to the Battle of the Burbs Worst Garden Makeover. Tonight we're going to take you on a journey to transform this garden nightmare into a dream.
Now this is all because you voted for the Niccolo family to be the winner of WA's Worst Garden. There were 5 finalists and they have won it. And it is a disaster. It's going to take a fair bit of work, but you'll get to see it transform tonight. We've started with a barren, dry landscape. The asbestos shed's falling apart. It's full of junk. There's debris spread all over the place. Now, there's a jungle full of weeds all over one section of the yard, and then the other section, well, it's a part sandy desert. There is some existing lawn, but guess what? It's horribly patchy. That's going to have to go. We've got some suffering pot plants. The wall footings are exposed. There's uneven ground everywhere. Believe me, this is going to be a real challenge.
Well, as you can see, we're in clean-up mode right now. But some of the highlights for tonight, we're going to be bringing in some absolutely amazing plants, plus setting up a herb and vegetable patch so we can have fresh herbs and veggies for this young family. And then an aquaponic system. Now, I reckon these are absolutely fantastic. You grow fish that you can eat as well as veggies in the same system. Amazing.
Now, it's not all about edible plants. It's also about relaxing. So we've got a hot tub going over here, fantastic outdoor kitchen over there. There'll be some paving and beautiful decking. This will be an entertainer's paradise. Now, it's all been built here in Western Australia for our conditions. So there's some great lessons to learn that you can use at home yourself. Now, with any good garden, well, it all starts with a great plan. Alicia Ferrer and her design practice, Kirkatu Design, is one of WA's finest up-and-coming talents. We first met her when she competed at Melbourne International Flower and Garden Show for the Don Fleming Design Award for Student Designers. And guess what? She won, but she hasn't received any local recognition at all. So we've asked her to do the design so we can showcase some of WA's great design talent.
But it's very formal and simple in some ways. Basically, we've got this rectangle of grass, rectangle of decking, and another rectangle of play area. And everything is balanced with a bit of an informal pathway. Yeah, so that way we break a little bit all these lines.
Alicia's design offers the owners a resort-style garden. When we add the exotic plants to the diverse structure and materials used, this is going to be a real paradise.
One of the major jobs carried out on the project is the removal of the asbestos garage, and a number of precautions have been taken to minimise the release of this material into the air. Well, as you can see, we've closed off half the street. We've set out signs to let the public know that there's asbestos being handled here. And the whole team's suited up by work-safe gear with all the clobber that's necessary to protect us all from asbestos fibres. And what am I doing here? All suited up to take some pics. Traffic management is a real issue here with a single-lane road and a bus stop adjacent to the work area. So we've engaged Highways Traffic to take charge.
I think they're slowing down because of the film crew, not because I'm holding this.
Once the asbestos has been removed from the shed and securely wrapped up, it's into the bin and off to a dedicated disposal centre.
Okay, so you can see what we're doing. John's bringing in heaps of paving sand. This is going to go over the surface because just under, we've got lots of capstone, lots of limestone that'll cause a real problem. Putting the sand down over the top is the perfect base for our paving, which is going to look sensational.
Always on the lookout for free resources. There's some real water-wise winners here that we can dig up and put back in the garden later on. There's the century plant or foxtail plant, the mother-in-law's tongue, so named because it's long and pointed at the end, and the great healing plant or aloe vera. This is terrific value if you get sunburn, so it's very good for helping the skin to heal.
This garden bed here is going to be transformed completely. That means all these plants have to come out. The good news is they are all easy to transplant. There's cordyline, which make fantastic foliage variants. Of course, the beautiful old yuccas, which are very, very trendy. And then we've got some of these succulents like these aeoniums. Once they were an old-fashioned plant that wasn't very desirable, but now they're sought after. So we'll put them all to one place and bring them back later on. They'll look fantastic.
Now, what do you reckon about our Bobcat driver? His name's John Binky, and I reckon he could make that thing just about dance. Now, the beauty of it is, it's such a small unit. It's very manoeuvrable, and he can pull it into all sorts of tight spaces. And for this sort of job, it's just fabulous for lifting up the paving as well as bringing in the bulk supplies.
OK, well, you can see the existing lawn has been severely affected by the dogs weeing on it. It's got patches, it's got different types of grasses growing through, it's even got dichondra in there. It's all got to come out, but we're going to replace it with the world's most beautiful buffalo grass. It's incredibly popular, it's called palmetto, and it'll look fantastic. Come on, John, let's get rid of it. $50 mil. So this will be, that's 50 mil higher than what it is over there.
We've taken some levels and there's a bit of a problem with a few rocky limestone outcrops in the back corner of the garden. We'll make a couple of subtle changes to the plan, the garden will still look fantastic and the problem will be solved.
Well, we've just about finished the clean-up. It's the end of day one. A little bit more work to do. We've got to get rid of the slabs, just get the levels right. They have been a big challenge for us, so we've had a bit of a design change. We're going to retain through here, have a higher level over here, keep this level nice and low. Daz is going to have to chip out a little bit with a jackhammer just so we get it nice and smooth all the way through. Now tomorrow we begin the hardscape build and you're going to see some amazing new materials just available here in Western Australia. They're really going to be the foundation to the garden. That's all coming up next on the Battle of the Burbs.